Hello guys, back again for another beer review. I've got another guest reviewer, third guest reviewer. This is Mr. Benjamin Thomas.
Hello.
Also known as Ben, not known as Thomas.
No.
So we're going to do a few beers tonight, but spread across multiple beer reviews. Ben doesn't know what's coming, like the other guest reviewers, doesn't know what beer I might present out of the bag of dreams. So let's get going for the first one. Ben, it's this beer is from Jamaica. It's Red Stripe.
Red Stripe. I can't believe you're making me drink this. I'm really sorry that way.
That was terrible. So unfortunately, so it is in a can, which is unfortunate. Now, it's a shame because after I bought these, I noticed in the supermarket the other day that the little, you can actually buy the little stubby red bottles of Red Stripe that look quite cute, but I already bought the cans, so never mind. I hadn't had Red Stripe for years. I don't remember it being especially exciting. It's got a really, in the book, it's got a really good advert for Red Stripe. She's got like a big red zebra that goes, Red Stripe, strong lager, separates you from the herd. So, from Jamaica, first brewed 1928, 4.7%. So it's, it is in the can as well. Tasting notes: pale, clear, golden colour with a rapidly receding white head, just like me. A soft, grainy and hoppy aroma is detectable, and the palate picks up sweet caramel traces with a hot bitterness finish. Now, in terms of the design, it is a classic design. It looks like a very basic style lager. Very distinctive branding. Feel free to chip in at any point. By the way.
Yeah, I'm interested by the ingredients list. Water, malted barley, glucose syrup, hops, hop extract, modified hop extract, carbon dioxide. I don't think you would ever win any camera awards for that.
No, it's not a real ale. It's a Jamaica lager beer. Serve ice cold. I am serving it ice cold, so that's good.
The term lager beer makes me think of that Mitchell and Webb sketch where the alcoholic tries to pretend he's buying other stuff but beer and ends up just buying like 10% Jürgenbrand. Because it's the only other place I've ever heard anyone say lager beer rather than just lager.
There we go. So let's give it a go. Reassuring can noise there. Pass in your glass there. What's
the average view count on one of these things? What's the reach you get with this?
These videos?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's a great question. I don't really know. I'll have to look it up later.
Because I've never vlogged nor been featured on a vlog before, so...
I mean, I imagine I'm picking up a few hundred.
That's good.
People, but all around the world. I mean, I got a cross person from the Netherlands comment on the fact that I had pronounced duvel wrong. I pronounced it duvel, which is wrong, and I hadn't used the correct glass. I don't own the correct glass, and I wasn't going to go and buy one. He said, "Oh, use the correct glass next time." I'm not going to do another review. Yeah, it's done now. So
maybe you could publish an apology.
I did comment back saying I was sorry about it.
Well, it's YouTube, so I presume most of the comments are horrifically abusive, misogynistic in some way, racist.
I've not had any of those quite yet.
Oh, you've not broken out into YouTube at large.
I haven't gone viral.
No.
No, thankfully. Well, I look forward to my first level of real abuse. We'll see.
Yes.
So back to the beer. It's obviously it's very, very pale. Incredibly pale.
My head has completely receded already. There's just a thin line of bubbles like you might see in anything.
Yeah, I've still got a bit. I've got more carbonation.
So it's artificially carbonated, which is interesting.
It's got carbon dioxide in it.
Yeah, which is probably why they have to put glucose syrup in it, because artificially carbonating things tends to make them very bitter.
Yeah.
But normally, like I say, normally a lot of artificially gassed lagers use nitrogen for smoother bubbles. So I was expecting nitrogen.
Let's go for a bit of smell first. It smells of almost nothing. It's a bit of a
beer.
Bit of a general beer lager smell to it. Shall we go and try it then? Cheers.
Tastes like lager.
Yeah, I mean it's not horrific.
No, it's not unpleasant.
It's a very smooth taste to it. You wouldn't guess it was 4.7%. I mean, it's better than Budweiser. So
I've never actually had Budweiser, so couldn't comment.
It's horrible. This is a lot nicer than Budweiser, but I mean, you can taste a bit of hops. It's quite smooth. It's an odd taste.
It tastes American. I mean,
Yeah.
in more general terms than the USA, but it tastes like it's from the New World. Because I've had like some American, some Canadian beer, and this is the general taste of it. It's just like a really, really, really weak and ordinary American craft beer.
Yeah, it's it's very, very boring. It's better than Budweiser, but still boring. So at this point, I ask whether this passes my beer litmus test, which is basically if you were to walk into a pub and you would order this or Doom Bar or Green King IPA, which one would you order?
Well, I'd order Doom Bar, even though I prefer Green King IPA.
Oh.
But I try to stay away from Green King as much as possible these days, mostly because if I'm ever drinking it in a pub and Gareth Epps walks in, he'll glass me with my own beer. But mainly because they're awful.
Yeah, reference there. It's not many people, but some people watching this will get.
Yeah.
I hope that he is not watching that.
No, I mean, I doubt he'd actually do it.
We're not friends on Facebook, so who knows? But
he's a pub campaigner, a campaigner for like independent pubs and stuff, and people who are campaign about that tend not to like Green King at all.
yeah, I mean, I think the brewery of Green King aside, and talking about more the taste of things. Now, my litmus test is I would go for Doom Bar off over this because it's boring. Doom Bar is more interesting than this, and that's not saying a lot.
Yeah, it's a good choice of Doom Bar actually for that, because Doom Bar is the ultimate 3-star ale. It's middle of the road in both what it is and how good it is.
But you also just find it everywhere. It's now ubiquitous in pretty much so many pubs.
Yeah, they tried to sell it in the Students' Union bar, and it was the only ale they sold.
Ben is a PhD student
Yes,
at University
I
of
am.
Reading, by the way.
And I remember at one point, and I was at Reading I've been at Reading for 6 years now, and so I've seen a lot of stuff change. And classic student bar, the ones actually owned by the Student Union, it's just Foster's, Carlsberg, just standard nonsense.
Yeah.
But they introduced a Doom Bar tap, and it was absolutely foul because they just didn't keep it properly. I have no idea what to do with it. But yeah, it even tried to make an appearance in a Student Union bar. That's how far Doom Bar's got.
Yeah, quite a lot. So I think we'll leave it there. This one it's a dull beer. It doesn't pass the litmus test. Best than Budweiser, not saying a lot. But we'll leave it there. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for the next one.